I just went to my first yard sale of the year and it was nothing but dollar comics. But before I get into this, let me show you guys a little bit of what they had. So like I said, this yard sale was nothing but dollar comics, and as you can see, this guy had a lot to choose from. I think there were over 20 short boxes. So the guy running this sale also does a Whatnot show where he does $2 claim sales. And he said this is all overstock that he wanted to get rid of. So that's why he put it all out for $1. So let's see if we can find anything good in here. This is the first issue of Nightfall. I have a copy of it, but yeah, we'll get another one. So the way I found out about this was, this guy is like the cousin of a friend of mine, and I was told, hey, there's a guy that has a Whatnot show, he has a huge collection, and I was under the impression that this guy was looking to have people come and actually dig through the collection. And so I was like, okay, sure. All I knew was that there was a guy locally with a big collection, and of course I'd love to take a look at that. So my friend's like, do you want me to give this guy your number? And I'm like, sure, of course. So then this guy texts me and he's a little bit confused about the situation because his cousin is just going around telling everyone, oh yeah, come look at this massive collection, and then this guy's just like, whoa, hold up a second, I'm not ready to just have people come to my house, which I totally understand. So you said you might do one of these next weekend too?
Yeah, I'm thinking
okay.
I might do it on Friday, Saturday claim shows.
Oh, okay.
Claim shows on Whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So my Saturday shows start at 11 and I usually try to end them at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
So depending on the weather on Saturday, I might do like 2 or something. On Sunday, I'm going to try to do the same thing.
Okay.
Post it for 8 o'clock, maybe 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Until, as long as the weather permits.
Okay, yeah. If you do it earlier on Sunday, I'll definitely show up. Since he knew there were so many people that wanted to take a look, he decided to do this yard sale setup. But I did make sure to ask permission before filming in his yard. He said it was totally cool. And he said he might do another one the following weekend, and I may or may not have gone to that one as well. So yeah, let me know if you do it next weekend. I'll definitely come by.
Did you see this on a post?
Yeah, you texted me just this morning. And if you guys are liking what you're seeing in this video, I'll put his Whatnot info up on the screen.
These ones I'm only
I'm actually missing this from the one we have. So that's a wrap on my first yard sale of the year. And I'd say it was a success, and I did in fact go back the next weekend. I did not film that time, but I was able to pull out some pretty good stuff that I missed the first time. So let's get into it and knock this pile out. First up, this was a free book. He had this in a box of damaged books, and he didn't really want people pulling stuff out of it. He wanted to sell it as a lot, but my husband Luke was with me, and he ended up pulling this book out, and really there's not much wrong with it other than it just has some spine ticks. And you know what? I'm not going to complain. For free. I do already have a copy of this book, but there you go. We have The Untold Legend of Batman #1. This is a 3-part story, and I believe I do have all 3 parts, so I'm not sure what I'll do with that, but we'll figure it out. And I picked up another one of these Alex Ross Timeless variants. This one is Daredevil #21, and this is the Iron Fist cover. I mean, come on, that is just so cool. You can't go wrong with Alex Ross for $1. I've actually been finding a lot of these in dollar bins recently, and that's just crazy to me, because who doesn't love Alex Ross? I mean, come on. Alright, and then we have another one of these lenticular books, Aquaman 23.2, and this is the Ocean Master, and it's really cool. I had a bunch of these like villain lenticulars, and I actually sold all of them at one of the Buffalo Comic Cons I did recently, and this one's really cool because I like that. I don't know how well it shows up on camera, but with this cover, the water is actually the lenticular part, and I think that's really neat. So I'm glad I found that book. And then we have some Infinite Crisis. This is Infinite Crisis #7, and I think this is the only book I was missing from that run, so I think now I have a complete run of Infinite Crisis. And I picked up another Infinite Crisis. This one is #3, and I'm pretty sure this is the first appearance of Jaime Reyes. I already have a copy of this book, but not upset to have it again. And this is one that Luke actually pulled out of the box. This is Batman and Joker, The Deadly Duo, Book 1, and it is the Capullo cover. Really nice. I didn't have this book, so I got 2 copies, and one I'm definitely going to keep, one I might do something else with. I don't know. I just thought that was so cool, and he had a bunch of them. And here's another one that Luke picked up, the official handbook to the Conan universe. Very neat. I found Detective Comics that I needed. This is Detective Comics 1099. I do have the 1100 anniversary issue, but did not have the one right before it. So there you go. Grabbed it for $1. Still a fairly new book, so it's cool to get it for $1. And this is another one that Luke grabbed. This is Action Comics 993. And it looks like there are 2 different covers of it. And it says the real 1000 on the sticker. Can anyone let me know if that's accurate? If it is, that's pretty cool. And it was cool to get 2 different covers for $1. Another cool one for $1. This is Batwoman #1, the new 52, and I'm always happy to find cool #1 issues in the dollar bin. Very cool cover on that. I found a little bit of Absolute Green Lantern. Here's Absolute Green Lantern #1, second printing variant cover by Gerald Perel. Very cool. I like that one a lot. I have a couple first prints of that book. I don't normally do the second printings, but that one was pretty cool. Got a little bit of Nightwing here. Nightwing 29. They had a bunch of Nightwing books, but I just picked out a handful of them. Nightwing 41. Love that cover. It's a good one. And Nightwing 27. And then some of the Batman. These are actually some of the first books I pulled out. This is Batman 481 with a great Jim Aparo cover featuring Maxie Zeus. I definitely already have this book, but can't go wrong with Batman for $1. It's always good stuff to have. And this is another one that I already have, but I couldn't pass it up for $1. Batman 492. This is the first issue of Nightfall. And looks like a very nice copy. I already have the book, but can't go wrong with that for $1. And then we have a little bit of Christmas. I actually found a couple Christmas books at this yard sale. I'm not really much of a Christmas cover collector. I know there are some people out there that are like that, but I really did like this one. This is Batman and Robin #4, one of the more recent ones. This is an homage to that Grant Morrison book where it's Dick Grayson and Damian Wayne, and I thought that was pretty cool. And this is another one Luke pulled out of the box. He's finding some good stuff. Absolute Green Lantern #2, another book that I already have. And then I have Batman Day of Judgment #1. I think this is just a one-shot and pretty cool. A little bit of a thick book. I'm pretty sure this is one I didn't have. We got Dark Knights of Steel All Winter. I think I picked up issue #1 of this and I didn't get any more of them, so figured I'd pick that up for $1. And then everything else is from the following weekend. And we have a great Harley Quinn cover. This is Harley Quinn #16, Derek Chew variant. And I'm not a big Harley collector, but that is a good one. Alright, and then I did go back the following weekend and I got some more stuff. Some of this is stuff I didn't even see the first time. He just had so much stuff and I was really glad I got to take another look. So, found some Red Hood. This is one that I didn't already have. This is the series that started as Red Hood and the Outlaws, became Red Hood Outlaw, and then was just Red Hood by the last couple issues. And this one's 51. I think this is the last issue of the run. So, really neat. Glad to find one I didn't already have. I am a Red Hood collector. And then we have Catwoman #54. It says 1 of 1, so looks like this is just kind of a one-shot. And I always like picking up that kind of stuff. And I thought that was a really great cover. Classic Jim Balent Catwoman stuff with the black background and the red. Very striking. So I'm glad I got that one. And then we have another Infinite Crisis book. And this is another one that I do already have, but it's a #1. Really cool book. A lot of people love Infinite Crisis, so I'm sure I'll be able to find something to do with that. And then Red Hood. Again, we have Red Hood and the Outlaws, #19. Just figured why not for $1. Love some Red Hood. Superman and Robin special #1. It looks like this is a follow-up to the Super Sons featuring John Kent and Damian. I don't really know much about it, but I figured I'd check it out for $1. Oh, and I found another Detective Comics book that I didn't have. This is a great variant cover of 1088. So this is absolutely one that's staying in my Detective Comics collection. Another great modern variant cover. This one's Green Lantern 22. And just look at that Star Sapphire. This is absolutely stunning. I love that. You have that purple light that really makes it stand out. So I was happy to get that one. And another very recent book. He did have a lot of very recent things for $1, so that's pretty cool to be able to pick up some stuff I missed, like this book right here, Superman 19. This was the first Superman book to have the all-in label, and it's also the first one where Lois becomes Superwoman. So, really cool. I missed out on this one. I'm glad I was able to pick it up for $1. Another very modern one. I know I saw this at the shop not that long ago at all. This is Superman 24, the courtside variant, and I thought that was really cool. Definitely very striking. Feels very Superman. I like it. And we actually have another Harley Quinn book, and this one's another Christmas cover. Harley Quinn 25. I'm guessing this is a fairly recent book, probably from this last December. And we have a Batman Rebirth number 5. I just thought that one was kind of cool. I like that Batman is just punching himself in the face. Oh, and we've already made it to the end of the pile. I know, it's sad. I think I really won big at this yard sale, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. So the last book I picked up was Batman Orpheus Rising number 1. This is a one-shot featuring the character Orpheus. I remember Orpheus from the War Games saga. That's a character that hasn't really shown up much recently, but was a big player in Gotham City. So it'll be cool to check this book out. I actually almost bought this for a little bit more than $1 recently, so I'm glad that I was able to find it. But there you go. Wow, that was a lot. I feel like it took a lot longer to get through these books than it normally does, but I'd say that's a good thing because that means I found some pretty good stuff. So let me know what you think, and as always, have a great day. And at the time of recording this, it is Wednesday, so I hope you enjoy New Comic Day if you do partake. And thank you. Peace out.